Oh, alright, keep going. Oh!
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Stony Racer, what's up? Lizzie. Thank you for the host there, Stony Racer, as well. Love that clip, too. Video Game Geek is almost as bad as me, man. Gonna room you too? What's up? How's it going? So... Wow. Screw you, Rock. Today, what we're working on is, well, it's in the title. We're working on rails and some trains for the ore delivery. And, well, it's going to be interesting. Did you get online before a video game got off? Apparently not. I mean, I don't know. I would think he would have me on his auto-host list. I wonder if maybe he doesn't use auto-host. I have him on my auto-host list. Just saying. I'm gonna need way more rail than this, dude. We need to go back. Hey, Snowpig. Right, so, first off, there was one thing I've been thinking about, and I haven't come up with an answer yet, is, how many belts, how many full blue belts do you think I should be trying to pull from each cargo wagon of ore? My initial thought was 2, but I think we get away with 4, maybe we could do more. If we do more, all that's going to mean is that we just need a lot higher throughput of trains, which
I'll be back.
And, Indala, thank you for the follow. Welcome. How many times will we die? At least as many as we eat. Yeah, 2 per side is kind of what I was thinking too, Hope. I think that's a fairly reasonable amount. 2 seems a little low. That would be a ton of unload stations if we can only pull 2 per wagon. Because I think what are we using? 6 length trains? Or 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay, it's an 8 length. I forgot. So, 2 is possible. Because 2 would feed 1 furnace, or 1 furnace column. So that means we could feed 8 furnace columns per train unload, essentially. Which is still quite a lot of train unloading. But we'll have to see. Okay, so what we need is quite a lot of track. Some rails. Okay, maybe not that much track off the bat. We do have a lot of rails, or a lot of signals. Hey, Extreme, will you ever post videos, do streams with your coaching? Oh, my coaching sessions? Usually not. To be honest, I haven't really had any. I've only had like 2 coaching sessions, and they weren't actually really coaching. It was kind of a weird arrangement, so it wasn't really worth doing a video of. There's a new feature, but I'm not really sure since I can't download the latest version. It goes like this: you press tab twice on a machine and then the C key. Lol. I told you, dude, that only works once. Only works once, man. Hey, Carnate, what's up? Oh, and as I'm sure you can hear, you know who is outside again. So I should have gotten ore eraser because these are actually going to be like right in the way, but I'm okay. You? I'm okay. Job search continues. Why? Holy hell! Shut up. I always need to well, I hope the job search continues. I hope it goes well. I know you'll find a job. For sure, man. Just focus on the fact you will, know that you will, and it'll happen. Okay, so the deal here, I don't even know how much ore is fed into these. Hope, good thing you're here, Hope. Can you tell me? You built this. How much ore goes into each one of these columns? I don't even remember, dude. Is it 2? I think it's 2. I think. Ish. Pretty sure it's 2 ore per 2 lines. Yeah, it's gotta be, right? That long must be so short. I don't know, man. I don't know how they take this long to do it. We do need to fill in this lake. That's gonna be in the way, but... Looking forward to some belt rail work. Oh, yeah. It looks like 2. Yeah, I only see 2 inputs, so I'm just gonna assume it's 2 belts. There's no third input, so... If that's the case, then... And we have... I don't know how many columns of this. We have a lot of columns. Basically, I need to calculate how many unloads I'm gonna need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So if we did unload 4 belts from each wagon, we would only need 1 unload station for this whole thing, right? Because if there's 8 wagons and we're unloading 4 belts, each wagon can support 2 columns, and we have 8 wagons, so 2 times 8, 16, which is really nice. And I think we could do 4, 2 per side, or even just 4 on one side if we want to, is fine, actually. We just that would require a bit of a higher train throughput, but I think we could do just 2 belts per wagon, and that would mean we don't really need we don't really need as much high throughput, but we need more unload stations. Yeah, they should pave it. Is that a bird? No, that was someone whistling really loud. Okay, well, if we do 2 per wagon, that's fine. That still means we only need 2 unload stations for this whole steel build. Then for this, the best way to measure this, guys, is going to be... God damn it, why does this, like, half the time not work? Is going to be to measure, is going to be see how many columns we have here. So we can figure out how much unload. We're going to need a lot. Let's just start with iron. Let's just start with iron. So we have 23 columns, and 8 goes into 24, so we'll just figure that. We'll just imagine we have 24. It goes in 3 times. So we would actually only need 3 unload stations for this entire iron column. And then however much for the copper. So we need 2, 3, and then we come up here. 22. So it's going to be... I wish it was 21, because that'd be... Well, no, 8 goes in. We'll just assume 24 again. So 3. So 2, 3, and 3, essentially. And then the stone can just have 1, obviously, and that'll be a bit overkill, but... Yeah, same here, Carne. I thought it would be a hell of a lot more stations. The hard part is going to be the stackers and actually routing things, because based on the room we have here, since this is right here, I don't know that we can really do like a horizontal stacker for each. That would have been my preferred method, but I don't know that we're going to have room for that. So we may have to do vertical stackers and have them like loop. So come into the stacker like here and then go up and back around into the things, because I don't think we have room for horizontal. Maybe we do. I mean, if this is the length of a train, I mean, that'd be pushing it. Yeah, it is a bit of a shame to see this go to... I was just going to belt this right in, which I really potentially could still do, actually. But it's fine. So, yeah, let's go ahead and let's clear some stuff out here. Oh my gosh, dude, all this wood. Come on, man. Yeah, horizontal stackers. Do we... I'm so bad at stackers. Does someone have a, like, Mojo Stacker blueprint book handy? I know Hope usually has that. Okay. So we're going to have to move this rail that we used to bring in supplies, which is okay. I'll go dump this. Dump this up top. In our tree and rock box. Oh, right. Okay, well, for now, let's dump those in there. Let's turn off that. And then set auto trash to be back on. Okay, so let's see what we can do. Horizontal stackers. They should actually fit, theoretically. Hope has everything. He really does. How's it going, Penguin? And no, I make custom stackers. What's your train length? 282. I mean, if you just want to make me one, sure, that'd be great. Hope. I'm so bad. For some reason, I'm absolutely terrible with stackers. I don't know why. I always screw them up. Yeah, so 282 is what we're using. Okay, let's go ahead and get this train out of the way, because we need to tear up this whole rail. We'll just move it to the other stop. Good thing we have two, huh? So how many of you guys saw the small feature thing that Satisfactory released today? This is pretty funny. Like the feature reveal. They do one every Wednesday. Okay, so that's gone. Let's go ahead and... Probably stuff I don't need. Let's go ahead and blueprint this. Get rid of it. Alright. Maybe it's because a stacker is like a train's house and trains don't like you being in their house. That's entirely possible, yes. Okay, so if we just go like that, tear this guy up. So yeah, we're gonna need some horizontal stackers, and then I'm gonna try to space the things fairly evenly, because each one is gonna supply about 8 smelters. So we need to, I'd ideally like to stick them in such a fashion that, one, that it looks somewhat decent, and two, that the belt routing is fairly easy to, you know, hit 8 smelters. And I was thinking of centering it, but actually in hindsight, I think, after thinking about it, I think that actually just sticking it like to one side or the other of the set of 8 smelters is actually going to be easier when it all comes down to it. I had a box of stuff here too, apparently. I haven't seen the Satisfactory thing, been playing No Man's Sky today. That has smelters. Interesting. So they did like a huge update or something, right? I saw a ton of people playing it the other day. Okay, well, this is probably gonna have to be filled in. Try to fix their mistakes, huh? There's nowhere near enough landfill. Not even close. It's like water here too. All right, so let's get making. I think I want to start from the top. Honestly, that's gonna be the smarter move. I think this also probably needs to go away. I'm actually really tempted to grab the Oi Racer mod right now, because building stuff on top of these is going to be a headache. Over delivering on what they promised. Well, that's good, because they screwed up at one point. So yeah, so my thought is, if we have the unload station like more to one side instead of centering it on 8 smelters, have it on like the top end. Like for example, if we stick it like here, let's just, do you want to leave room for belt routing? Okay, so let's say that's the thing. Could actually come closer, honestly. Oh. Okay, so then this way, because this feeds, it's actually going to be, it's actually not really what I want. Needs to go even higher than that. Send it to what you need to be. Wow, thank you, Hope. Appreciate it. Fantastic. Right, okay, so for this, so this actually should come up more than maybe like here. Even that, I'm not sure how I want to do this actually. Oh, extend to what you need it. It's not extended. Okay, duh. So the copper is actually going to have to go like here, which is kind of annoying. That's okay-ish. I mean, this is not going to be that close, but actually going to be like back here. Okay, so there's one. All right, so then this is going to cover these. I thought of that, Hope, but that's actually going to make the belts kind of like, I mean, that's going to make me alternate like what side of the wagons I'm unloading from. I hadn't really thought of a balancer. I guess I should do a balancer, huh? What a pain. But if you do it, but that's gonna be weird because I don't think that's really gonna work very nicely, but okay, well I mean if we put it in the middle, so 1, 2, 3, 4, this would theoretically be the middle-ish. And I do want to leave room for a balancer. I don't have a 16-lane balancer, though. That should leave room, maybe? No, it's not. They want to make sure there's room for these stackers, though, which, see, that's the problem. There's not going to be room for a stacker here, though. Shoot, dude. There's definitely not room here for a stacker, I don't think. Oh yeah, but this isn't even long enough. Or is this? Did you measure it to a 282? Okay, I guess it is. Okay. I mean, it's going to be cutting it close. This doesn't have to do this, though. This would actually be 2-lane anyway. So let's actually fix that. Let's make this a 2-lane right now.
I'll be back.
That would be the smart move. And thank you for the follow as well. Madfea, welcome. Hello, game. Yeah, 2-lane is more. You'd be surprised how much throughput a 2-lane rail system can provide. It should definitely be enough. Well, that should be sufficient for now. Okay, so at this point, I need to...
I'll be back.
Okay, so if we pull this like... Okay, well, no. Okay, so we need to measure the station, but I need to see how big a balancer I need. Okay, well this is 8 to 8. I suppose I could do an 8 to 8 on each side. I mean, a full 16 would probably be better, but I don't have a 16-lane balancer. Kylotam, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Okay, well then this is plenty of room. I probably don't even need to set this far back. And we can use this to measure. So this thing needs to be like, let's just make it a little extra. Okay, so there's the first one. So let's bring this. We will need room for a little bit for stone. Okay, well this is the bottom part. How's this gonna? How's this gonna work? Because I need them to go to each station. Are these stations too far apart for it to path correctly? Hopefully not. Okay, what if we do like that? The station could go up against the bills, but I want to make sure I have enough room for stuff. No game. You may want to manually do it with the fewer trains you'll have. What do you mean, manually do what? Oh, the stations, yeah. It's still a pain though, because if I have to add more, then I have to like figure out how many are going to each station and stuff, and try to balance it. It's kind of a pain. Okay, so if we have 3 unloads for copper, let's just say each one, I don't know, what should we figure for trains? Like 3 trains per station, maybe? Should be like a 9 high stacker. Hey, Raven Man, how are you doing? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. $80 ore leaving each ore per second, and a wagon carries 2k ore. 8 goes into 20 a little more than 2 times, well 2.5 times to be exact, so that's going to last for 25 seconds. 100 seconds. I calculate 25 seconds. I don't know how you figure 100. Seconds is a minute. I mean, I would think 3 would be enough, but crap. See, this is a little close because we need room for ore or for stone trains too. Not many, but that would really be cutting it close with how close to the rail that is. $100. I could have sworn each wagon only carried 2k. Yeah, it's 50, dude. We ain't playing Bob's mods. It's definitely 50. Well, this may be a little close, but I suppose we'll see. Okay, I mean, so 3 trains, so it's 25 seconds of ore, worth of ore. That's not very much. That means for a minute worth of ore, we need like 2.5 trains in. I don't actually think the stacker is big enough. Well, you have to account for 3 in the stations too, so just do that. I really don't know how we're gonna get stone trains in here, but we'll figure it out. No biggie. Okay, so with that, what we can do then is let's get our T-junction here. Want to make sure we have a little bit of operating room. How about like right here? Boom. That many trains into that station? I don't know what you're talking about. This stacker is for all the copper stations. No, we're almost out of rail. Don't we get that rail signal left behind? What? Wait, why? What do you mean, why? Because I don't want 3 stackers for copper and 3 stackers for iron. Well, there's no difference, Hope. If trains aren't smart enough, if we have to do it manually, then there's no difference between having 3 stackers and 3 differently named stations and having 3 differently named stations and 1 stacker. Like, if I name this copper 1, 2, and 3, even if we have all 1 stacker, and I manually set trains to copper 1, 2, or 3, then this will work fine. And if we have to do that anyway, then there's no difference between this and having 3 different stackers. For belts to bots, it looks better, and I find concept easier as you're basically working to the throughput of your belts, and input can be easily worked out. Interesting you say that, Jim. I mean, it's personal preference, I suppose. I'm the entire opposite. I find belts way harder to use than bots, and I find them much harder to math out. I mean, I suppose we could do 3 different stackers. I don't know why you waited till now to tell me this, but... okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe?
I'll
like a
be
6
back.
stacker per station. I would think would be more than sufficient. That's 12 copper ore trains, which I think is going to be way overkill. Way more than we need, but... Jordanator, thank you for the follow. Welcome. How's it going? God dang it. Okay, so then if we extend this guy down... Can you clarify how many trains per each ore? Well, I mean, I just said 12 just due to the stacker size. Oh, stations per ore? 3 stations for copper, 3 stations for iron for plate, and then 2 stations for iron ore to go to steel. So this is the entrance. I don't actually... Oh, this isn't the exit, you idiot. This is the entrance. You ding dong. The exit is going to be over here. Except not that close. That's awkward. How's that supposed to work? Why don't I just do a T-junction? Well, they don't need to go both ways, though, is the thing. This is not really gonna work, I don't think, man. I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Sure. Oh, wait. This is left-hand drive, dude. Shit. I can't do that. God damn it. Alright, well, the exit's gonna be the other direction then. So this is the exit. Okay, so that's the exit. We'll just have to rearrange some track. Right, yeah. So this is actually going to be the exit, because we drive on the right-hand side in this world, not the left. So this actually needs to come all the way over here, and then connect down somehow into the thing, somehow. Right. So this actually needs to connect back here. I don't know what I'm doing. Just ignore me. Right. Hey, Exterminator, just wanted to say I've been enjoying your YouTube videos. I wanted to know if you had a 12 beacon layout for red circuits in one of your videos. Hey, Jordanator, I do, in fact. In this base, we're using a 12 beacon red circuit layout. Or maybe we're not, actually. I don't think so. I think it's 8 beacons. Now that I'm looking at it. I actually don't think I have a 12 beacon one. The best place to maybe find one, you could look through my workshop playlist, my Factorio workshop playlist, and look for anything with red circuit in the title, and we may have covered some 12 beacon ones then, although those will be kind of outdated. Season 2 wouldn't really be outdated. How do I signal this again? I don't remember, man. Okay, well, let's do something. I don't know. I can't think. Bruh. I think that's really gonna work, man. I could put one here. I don't think I really need one there, though. Reds are not 12, Hope. This is definitely 8 beacons. Rail halfway, rail in and out on the station line. Rail halfway down the exit line. So like here-ish. Double normal signal for in and out and chain before to come in. Well, I think that works, right? Maybe. I don't know. It's gonna be the wrong spacing too. God damn it, dude. Why doesn't this work? This should not be this difficult. Frick. I have to redo the whole thing again, man. Come on. This is definitely a exclamation mark blame Hopewell moment, please, in the chat. That's 2 words. The good news, guys, now don't worry, the good news is once we get this built, we can easily just copy paste the whole thing. It's just nice. Try this one more time, huh? Boom. I'll signal that in a minute. Let's actually do this properly over here too. That is not proper. And there's that. Hey. Follow-ups? What's going on? Is single rail 2-way? I don't know, man. Yes? That's 2-way, right? I'm going to assume so. Yeah, you know, because this doesn't look horrible at all. Actually, it doesn't really look that bad. Okay, so for signaling, this signaling will make a lot more sense now that it's actually the correct hand drive. Oh dear. Okay, Here we go. There we go. Okay, so we have that. And then that's good. That guy's good. Good. I'm not sure if the station's long enough now, because I had to trim it a little bit. Barely? It should be. I think it is. Although, these could certainly move back a little bit. I think it's long enough. Let's hope so. Okay, so that's one. So then now what we can do is we can literally just copy paste pretty much the whole thing. Actually, pretty much this entire thing in copy paste for the next set. I just have to make sure that the next one's centered on the next set of 8 smelters. Okay, so dude, my whole hotbar is blueprints pretty much. Okay, so this was centered like ish on the beacons. You can't actually center it, but so here's 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's that set. So then the next one would be 1, 2, 3. God damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. I'm pretty sure. So if this is here, and I think I put it on the bottom part. So now we have to line it up vertically. Okay, new plan. We're gonna use a belt to mark this. How do you proper place such big blueprints in vanilla? I'd place them? I'm not really sure what you mean. You mean like ones where I can't see the whole blueprint? I literally just place like, well, if I really have to, I use a command to zoom out. But usually I don't have to do that. I just place it like the part I can see. So like this one, I can't see the whole thing, but I know that the front end needs to be centered on 8, and I know like lengthwise where it needs to be, and that's all that matters. Because this one lines up, and this track is a straight line, so if this one lines up and I place the next one exactly this far away, then it will just automatically line up. And that's kind of how I do all my blueprints. Like if I can't see the whole thing, I just base it off the part I can see, and it works. Of course, I don't know. Okay, so the belt needs to be on the bottom part of the track. Don't worry, I'll get this eventually. Okay, bottom part of the track is where the belt is. But I can't see that. Let's just do that. Got your plan. Put belt in front of the blueprint and add the belt to the blueprint. I mean, this works. Well, sometimes I have blueprints which are bigger than the radar view. Oh, you mean like placing... Wait, do you mean placing blueprints from map? Well, I mean, what I explained kind of works with that too. We're out of rail, obviously. I mean, you can always, like, if you're doing it from radar, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I pretty much place all my blueprints, like, while I'm standing there. So, in that case, you could just use a command to zoom out, or if you don't want to use a command, you, there is a mod, I think. It's called, like, zoom or something. That should let you, do that. Oh, well, then yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I just do it based on the part I can see. Or I put little markers like I did with the belt, you know, to kind of, like, if there's stuff that's going to be in the way, or I need to line it up with something, I just put, like, a marker to figure out, and then I just do it. Infinite zoom mod, but I am playing pure vanilla game at the moment, so I'm not allowed. Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, that would be a bit of a problem. And yeah, pretty much what I said. It's the only help I can offer then. What? Oh, okay. Dude, these trees are gonna drive me insane. And the rocks. Just go away. All of you. Right. Okay, so this goes here. Need a doodad here. And one here. That signal is broken. It's fine. Just go away. Fine. Okay, sweet. So there's that. Why do these not look like these line up? Rail building suit, yeah. I guess they do? Huh. I guess because the stackers, like how they kind of extend out at a diagonal, makes it kind of weird. Alright, so that was 8. So we need to do 8 again. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 for that one. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, so this is going to be kind of weird because this is why I didn't really want to center it. Well, I guess it'd be the same either way, but because sticking it here means there's only going to be 2 on one side and 4 on the other, which is going to be really weird, like for unloading. I'm not sure how I'm going to work that. Because, see, this is where I almost do need a 16-lane balancer, because if I just do 8 on one side and 8 on the other, that's not really going to work, because then, like, part of the cargo wagon is going to be uneven. Centered on 3. Yeah, but then it's not going to be the same distance as, like, apart as those are. And that's almost more important to me, is that the stacker and the rail is equidistant for all 3 of these. How many miners would you say would be minimum for a mining outpost? I mean, that's kind of a hard question, Rissy. I mean, like, if you want, do you want the outpost to output 100%? Then just fill the patch with miners. And the amount of miners depends on the size of the patch. You balance all the outputs? Well, that's why we need a 16-lane balancer. Then do an 8-6 on each side and do wonky rails? What? I don't want wonky rails. What? Alright, I'm just gonna do it my way. Screw that, man. I'm just doing it my way. And figuring it out. Alright. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here. Did I center that? I put it on the bottom part. Otherwise you need 16 lane balancers on them, which I don't think you can pull 12. I mean, I have a blueprint book of balancers too. I think it adds an 8 to 6. Wow. Every time I want to place a freaking blueprint, man. No real minimum. Sorry to set up a patch that could take 51 if felt wasn't big enough since 51 only fills a red belt. I mean, yeah, no minimum. I mean, it really just depends on your needs. I mean, for me, usually when I get an ore patch, I just tap the whole thing. Or at least enough to, like, fill a train up each time in a reasonable amount of time. Belts are gonna look weird if you pull 6 from each side, but it's gonna look weird. Sure. I'll just figure it out, hope. You're literally... You're completely losing me with what you're trying to say, but... Sure. You're doing 8 to 8 and 8 to 4? Well, yeah, that's what it would be, because there's only 2. So it would be an 8 to 4 on one side. I tapped that. These freaking trees. Okay, that's it. Next world I'm doing, next playthrough I do, I'm just turning off the damn trees. I've had enough of this, dude. Like, holy hell. Sitting supporters of space, and then this map. It's like, come on, man, give me a break. I didn't set map to equal Kashyyyk. Like, if the trees actually did something, I mean, they absorb pollution, but who cares about that? Like, if I could actually use wood for something useful in the game, I'd be all for it. But it's, at this point, absolutely, utterly, 100% useless to have all these dang trees, man. And it's driving me nuts. How do you deconstruct only trees? You right-click on a deconstruction planner, cheesy, and you go up here and you click this checkbox. Well, yeah, I do have 10 nukes, but I also don't want to nuke my rail, so... Yeah, like, I don't know, like if you could turn trees into charcoal and then coal, or just coal directly or something. Like, this is actually absurd. Good lord. Look at all this coal I got, too, from the damn rocks. Didn't know that. Well, I'm glad I could help. Set map to equal Kashyyyk. I'm, like, for real, dude. Come on, game. Give me a break. Got a blueprint of what I created based on one of your post streams. Would you mind taking a quick look at it to see if I'm on the right track? It doesn't seem to be compressing a full blue belt. Do you have yeah, if you can put the blueprint string in a paste bin, Jordanator, and then let me know before you want to post the link and I'll give you permission. Yeah, trees only in starting area. Think of the Wookiees. Yeah, but this isn't Kashyyyk. That's the thing. I don't want Kashyyyk. But it's, I mean, it isn't, but it seems like it is. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like they really do need to make trees more useful in some way. Because this is just ridiculous otherwise. Okay, so we got those. Next one is going to be for iron. Right, so this is copper. So 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, right here. Now, these are not going to be evenly spaced compared to the copper because there's only 2 here rather than 4, but it's fine. 100% fine. Maybe. I actually still don't know if there's enough. I feel like these stations all need to move back. Which is going to be so annoying. I think that's right. Yeah, sure. That's good. We're about to just completely go through all of these rails. So when we go back, we need to make sure to get landfill. Probably just want to attach like a few cargo wagons in addition on the train, temporary. Fill them with landfill. Get a ton more rail. Make one big blueprint of them all. Yeah, that's actually what I should do. Well, that won't work, actually, Stony. Because the, no, it will work. No, you're right. No, my bad. You're right. I thought of why it wouldn't, but I was wrong. You're good. Yeah, so we'll make a blueprint of the copper ones. Alright, so boom, 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 good. Yep, let me, permit you, Jordan, Tour 88. You got 60 seconds. Okay, we need to go get rail and stuff. Wait. Huh? Well, I don't get it. That middle belt for copper, where does that go? Oh, that's half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You said you're not getting a full blue belt? My guess would be that you're probably low on circuits or plastic. You're only doing half a blue belt of each, and with a 12 beacon setup, I'm not sure if that's enough. Or I mean, it's got to be a shortage of something. Or you're outputting in a way that's not working. Well, I mean, well, it looks like you're only outputting on one half of the belt. Unless I'm missing something. Well, yeah, you're only outputting on one half of the belt. Like before the split? No? What do you mean, Stony? Where am I missing signals? I don't need signals before the split. One copper wire cylinder feeds 8 red circuits when it's beaconed? Probably. Well, but Jordan, you're only outputting on one half of the belt. It's probably why you're not getting a full blue belt. And actually, I don't even think this has the output to output a full blue belt. But Hope's right, I think you need more than half a belt of, well, no, but even so, I don't think eight assemblers, even 12 beacon, can get you a full blue belt of reds. You need way more than that. Unless you're like extending this, unless you're stamping multiple of these in a row, in which case then you are probably low on circuits and plastic, as Hope said. Oh, put baby chickens away. Don't break anything while I'm gone. Right back at you. Don't break the chickens, Hope. I'm gonna need some temporary connection here. Yeah, 21.4 assemblers. So, right. So you would need essentially a little less than 3 of those setups in a row or next to each other to make a full blue belt. But even so, I think you need more than half a blue belt of. I think issues feeding the copper wire to all 8 red circuit assemblers evenly. Even it only outputs on one side of the belt. It doesn't even compress half the belt. Well, if you're yeah, it's gonna be tricky getting the cable to all of them evenly. But even so, even if you did get cable to all of them, I honestly don't know if should probably want some coal. I don't know that 8 assemblers is even enough to compress half a blue belt, even if they were working fully. I'd have to see it running. Yep. Unfortunately... Dude, where's all my rail? There's no way that's all we've made. I think I have rail in the train. Fortunately, I can't really do that here because I don't have, like, inputs for it. Okay, well that's part of it, is one blue belt of cable is not enough. Well, you're outputting onto 2 belts, so... Where's my tank? That's a... Oh, is that my tank? That's a car. Where the hell's my tank? I left it down here or something, didn't I? Crap, dude. Should have, like, important stuff in it. Yeah, dude, it had a whole inventory full of modules. Where the hell is my tank? Oh, it's way over here. God damn it. Alright, well, we'll have to just use a car. You took it. Hey, Joey Kyle, greetings. How are you doing? I guess the question for that build would be, can one wire assembler output enough wire for 8 red circuit assemblers in a 12 beacon setup? Ah, hell. You idiots! I didn't want any of this built. Yeah, there's literally like an entire tank inventory full of speed module 3s over there. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're coming up here to get landfill. And almost destroying the chest that's full of it. It's gonna take all the landfill. Two copper wire belts. One wire assembler is enough. Okay, well, then yeah, it's probably just the way the belts are or something. Oh, these dudes are gonna take my bots. Hell no! Don't you dare take my bots, man! There we go. Two cargo wagons full. Pretty sure I gotta have rail on here somewhere, right? No. Dude, then where the heck is all my rail? How did it only make that much rail the entire time I was gone? Oh. Yeah, that might be it too, actually. I don't what? Oh, we don't have any stone. Crap. Did I seriously run out of stone, man? What else wrong with his belt? Oh my god. Holy hell, man. 2 is certainly sufficient. Well, this amount of rail is not going to get us very far. I can tell you that right now. Is rail my log storage? Oh, really? You mean by the megabase area? These bots are so stupid, dude. I think I have enough belt to upgrade that all the way down, so... Where I just was? What? How is there rail in my log storage? You mean just in my general storage area? Any way to make inserters constantly input material into an assembler so that it never pauses? No? You mean... No. No, because the assembler has an internal storage limit. Yeah, there's probably an empty blueprint because I just stuck it in my trash slots. Oh, but like if it's pausing due to lack of material, then you just need more inserters. You can delete them. Yes, I know, but it's really annoying because you have to blueprint something first and then delete it, which is absurd, and I didn't feel like doing that. Like, I really am baffled as to why they don't let you just delete an empty blueprint, like without blueprinting something first. Hey there, Deshoop, what's up? Yeah, I think they're going to change that in 17, hopefully. Because it's pretty ridiculous. Like, for trying to make all these quality of life things, like, changes, you'd think that would have been one of them. So I think you need 6 inserters for belt to have a totally full belt. Oh, you mean for the ore, Hope? What? Oh. That's that. Right. Luckily, we should be able to get all the iron ones down without having to do any landfill. Since you aren't actually using the full belts. What do you mean? Yeah, I am. What? I am using full belts. Okay, so let's just blueprint the entire thing. So come all the way back to here and then all the way up. Each half of the iron build uses 0.8 of a blue belt of ore. I'm feeding 2 belts into it. Oh, I see what you mean. This doesn't actually use a full 2 belts. I mean, I guess. No, the bottom one is iron. I don't want to blueprint that one. Pretty sure 4 can just do a full belt. This bottom one is already one I placed for iron, so I don't want to blueprint that. So now this would be a case where seeing the whole thing would kind of be nice. I mean, oh, there's water there. Right. Okay. Well. Wow. I mean, some gaps is probably fine if it doesn't actually use a full belt. Yeah, it is 0.8 in, because of productivity, remember, so... yeah, so we don't actually, excuse me, we don't need 2 full blue belts in, So having gaps every once in a while should be fine. I should have brought a car. I can actually like bring this. Why don't we do that? Why don't I just put this into manual? Takes forever to make and you never have enough of it. Pretty much. We're just gonna bring this train down to where we're working. I should have done this already, but I'm dumb. Right there seems like a good spot. Much closer. Stupid water, dude. This is going to be in the way too, I know it. 100%. Which is somewhat unfortunate, seeing as how there's actually important stuff in here. Well, not this one. In fact, this one can just go away. Some of these could combine-ish. I'll kind of go just into one chest. I need to use up this landfill first, though. I always imagine you flying through the windscreen when you stop at the end of the rail like that. I know, right? No more cheaty landfill tactics. Woohoo! And we're out. The stone! I know. Dude. There's frickin' water right here, too. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So, you know, with all the Satisfactory stuff going on, you know, the videos I've done on it and stuff, probably like a third of the comments are people saying that, like, the procedurally generated world in Factorio is, like, really great, and that, you know, there's not going to be any replayability because there's no procedurally generated world in Satisfactory. And I've said this before, that the world in Factorio is, the world in Factorio is like just a teeny little percent of what I find interesting. In all honesty, the more I play, it's actually annoying as hell. like, in all honesty, the world that this game, like, even though it's procedurally generated, that's almost like worse. Because it's like, it's actually really frustrating. Like, I'm legitimately getting really, really annoyed consistently by the worlds that I'm put on in this game. And I almost find it an advantage to not have a procedurally generated one, because the one in Satisfactory is handcrafted by the devs. Like, you know, so unless they're just complete idiots, it's not going to be like a completely shitty world. And I'm actually looking forward to that, like, in all honesty. Like, I know that's totally, like, it has nothing to do with what we're doing, but, you know, going around here, I was just thinking to myself, I'm actually legitimately getting kind of pissed that, like, all this crap we have to get rid of. The landfilling, oh my god, the landfilling is ridiculous. The horrible origin, it's like, damn, dude. I'm looking forward to having a world that's actually decent every time. Okay, now let me make sure here that we've actually lined this up correctly. Ooh, I have some stone. I have a bad feeling this isn't actually gonna work, but 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no, we're good, dude. It seems like there's loads of different biomes and terrain as well. Yeah, like if you look at the most recent teaser they did, like feature reveal, on their Twitter, you actually see like a preview of walking like through the wilderness, it looks amazing, dude. Like, it looks so immersive and stuff. I'm actually really looking forward to that instead of this. The fact that the best way to map gen is using RSO tells a lot, pretty much. You're annoyed because you're building a mega base, but I doubt this would be possible in Satisfactory. No, Cheesy, that's not it. Well, one, I think you probably could build some sort of mega base, but putting that aside, even not building a mega base, this happens regardless of if you build a mega base. I have the same problems with my main base. Is constantly clearing trees, having to landfill. I did have to landfill in some parts. And it's like, and I mean, the ore gen is absolutely terrible. You know, it's just, it's like, I mean, it's not like unplayable by any means. If it was, I wouldn't play it. But it's just like, I mean, people complain that with the lack of a procedurally generated world, honestly, I think it's going to be a breath of fresh air. Because you know that every single time you load the game, it's going to be a decent map. Not one where you have to landfill the hell out of stuff, and you're constantly running into trees and rocks. You know, it's like, I mean, well, you probably are, but still, it's like, at least, I don't know, it's more predictable. Okay, so we're missing this guy. This one is kind of unnecessary, honestly, but yes, Stony. I'm curious how different it will be. I mean, Factorio does not have an elevation terrain, where in Satisfactory you have a full 3D environment, so I expect it to feel a lot different. Well, that's pretty much what I think. Yeah. I think it's going to be quite a bit different. It's like Subnautica, static, but still huge and enjoyable. It's pretty huge, Hope. You remember I did the comparison, right? Like, it's pretty damn big. Like, it's bigger than this entire area we've revealed. Like, imagine... Okay, imagine... Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and imagine being teleported down into the view of the Factorio character. Not this view. Imagine being first person, or even third person, of our guy. And imagine walking in an area bigger than this. Or even driving. Like, that's pretty damn big. We are third person. Well, we're top-down third person. At least in Satisfactory, you'll know that every time you hit a rock or tree, that rock or tree was lovingly placed there by a human despite you. Yes. For Minecraft, the terrain is going to be a very big drag to make big areas to build on. I don't think you can really compare the two, J Mort, in all honesty. Like, Satisfactory is similar to Factorio in the fact that it's about automation. Minecraft was not about automation. So I would be actually pretty blown away if they don't have some automated way of, like, bulk clearing areas, you know? Wait, what gives here, dude? What? What? I don't know why that's there. I done goofed. God damn it, dude. Oh, I'm out of rail. Already. Keep hitting these power poles, which is kind of annoying. Well, we're definitely off grid, but oh well. Is there any way to make this? There we go. Yeah, hopefully trains do end up being able to drive with passengers automatically. That would be really nice. Vehicle reveal the train seem to have a little platform on the front. Maybe you have to hop on it. Try. That's true. I mean, I'm fine with manual driving, dude. I love manual driving. Manual driving is the best driving. So yeah, we're out of rail. I had this landfill because somewhere over here was a bit of landfill that, or a bit of water that, of course, now I probably can't find. Here it is. Okay, so that's actually the last one of these. Something's off. Oh, no, it's not. No, never mind. We're good. That looks pretty dang good to me, dude. Also, I do not believe that terraforming will be part of Satisfactory, so it'll be very much different to Factorio, where you can design the train like you need it. I really hope Coffee Stain doesn't get bought out. I don't think they will. I would be surprised. Mod support is probably a very long way off. Cool. So, steel should be pretty... What did I say for steel? We just need 2. It's pretty simple. I don't know. I guess I accidentally blueprinted part of another one. So we just need 2 for steel. And those I can center 8 too as well. I need landfill though. I need a ton of landfill before I can do that. I should talk about plushies. I don't know, man. Factorio needs plushies, let me tell you. Factorio needs a lot more merchandise, I think. Like, they could sell it. I mean, we all know they could. Like, if they made keychains... or... really much of anything. Did I have... I don't know why I came up here. I guess because I thought the train was up here. For how long are building a smelter? I believe the last 4 or 5 streams I was in, I saw you working on it. No. That's not correct. Well, maybe the last few streams you were in. I haven't actually worked on the smelter part for, like, a really long time. I've worked on other builds. I haven't been working on the smelter for quite a while. Yeah, I hope so too, Cheesy. I hope they're not. Hey, Hansi Q. Perfect timing. Good luck trying to get graphics people to produce merchandise anytime soon. Pretty much. I'm telling you. I get yelled at whenever I say this, but I think the graphics team needs some additional members. I mean, I know I get really yelled at every time I say this, but it seems like every update is kind of held up by the graphics team. As Hanji Q pretty much just indicated. It sounds like they're very far behind on what needs to be done. Hey, a new Factorio YouTube series planned? Maybe. I have an idea. We'll see how it lines up with other stuff, though. Actually, I have 2 ideas. One's a Let's Play, the other's not. I don't think more people necessarily help. Oh, it's one of those things? I just figured that, like, they were like, the guys working on it were, like, so, like, perfectionist about it that they took a really long time. So I just figured that more people would just mean, like, more productivity, but that's definitely not always the case, for sure. I think Landfish was, like, taken out or something. I haven't seen any. On plushy trains. A lot more communication, that's true. So, and does that, so, based on that, Hansi Q, does that mean, like, can we even expect 017 by, like, Christmas? Or are we thinking sometime next year? I mean, 1.0 was supposed to be out before the end of this year, but, I mean, we know that's not going to happen. Might as well get more landfill before I try to do this bit. Now at liberty to say. Okay. Well, my guess is probably we'll be lucky if we get it before Christmas. Yeah, 1 tile water is probably one of the more frustrating things. It's so easy to miss, like, you literally just can't even see it. Unless you're, like, on top of it, all the way zoomed in. I'd say they release 017 in November. I don't think... maybe. That'd be pushing it. I mean, based on the Friday facts and, like, the progress discussed in those, it sounds like it's, like, at least 3 or 4 months out, minimum. Okay, so steel, if we center one of these... I actually need to... I actually do need to do these kind of 1 by 1 for this part. Just a little bit. I shouldn't have gotten rid of the other blueprint. So you're not saying that it may or may not be out by Christmas? Maybe not. Yeah. Hey, Vash, what's up? There's a percentage chance that 017 will come out by 2037. Correct. I mean... I don't know, man. I kind of hope that Satisfactory Alpha is out before then. I don't know, although, I mean, that could be next year, which would be really unfortunate. because we're at that point where where interest around Factorio content is dying, which is not good. It's really eyeing No Man's Sky. I've heard it. Yeah, the update I heard was pretty good. Friends say it's actually decent now, but I kind of want to wait for Satisfactory. Yeah. I was actually surprised the other day when I saw Factorio labeled 2012 on YouTube. So, is 2012 the first alpha release on the first time Factorio was announced? No. I don't think so. I think it was even before that. FX. It was even before that, dude. I'm pretty sure. I think Factorio's been in development for like 8 years or something. Maybe it was 2012. Could have been. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Right, so... Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's actually extend this out a little bit. That is crazy. Yes. Yes, it is. I mean, one way to know-ish is go back on my YouTube channel and see when my first Factorio video was. And I started playing when 0.8 was out, which was quite a while after Factorio was available to buy. Actually, I would be interested. When was my first Factorio video? Crazy thing is, there's not a single game I find more interesting than Factorio. Yeah, I mean, it definitely has that grip on people for sure. There's definitely games now that I find more interesting than Factorio. Unfortunately, none of them get any views, so I can't really play them. Dude, pre-15 graphics, I literally, like, I can't even, pre-15 graphics, how did we play on that, dude? I mean, the thing is, like, we didn't know any different, right? I guess is the thing. Oh. You know, it's one of those things you, like, you don't know what you're missing. So we didn't really know. But, like, holy crap. How did we play? Like, with those rails? Oh, my goodness. Last 2 weeks I played... We recreate all those scenes in montage so we can improve the graphical quality. Probably. Time to get some sleep. Dentist checkup in the morning. Alright, Hansi Q, get some sleep. Good luck with it, dentist. I hope everything's going well, man. I hope you're doing well. Okay, so my first Factorio video was 2014. And that was in like 0.8 or 0.9. So it's been slightly over 4 years since I started playing. And the game was available, I think, since like 0.4 or something. Okay, maybe not 8 years. I think it's been in development for at least like 5 or 6 years, which is still pretty ridiculous. Gotta get someone to chase you around in a train while you're flaming them. Pretty well, got one of my wisdom teeth taken out last Thursday. Recovery's going fine. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Wisdom teeth being taken out is tough. I'm glad you're recovering okay.
giocare tu. Missilistica, voi direte missilistica, sì ragazzi.
Oh yeah,
Missili-
those graphics. Oof. First version of Factorio. 2012. Initial commit. Okay, so it's been in development for a little over 6 years. Basilisks, what's up? Hey, Angie. Look like a bad scam. His voice has gone up a few octaves. I don't think it has, Hope. I've already explained this. When I started making videos, I was far less confident and energetic than I am now. So by nature, I was kind of like mumbling and monotone. And also, I was using a very different, very crappy mic, which can have a massive impact on what your voice sounds like. So yes, it definitely sounds like my voice has gone up a few octaves. In reality, I don't think it has, but in videos, it has, yeah, actually. It's all good. How about yourself? I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. I'm glad you're doing well. All right, we got more rail. I want to go finish these last 2 stackers. I don't like landfill and all that, right? I wonder if... I really don't want to go get more landfill. I wonder if we have any here. Let me see if we have some here. Maybe I'll be lucky and we do. It's actually probably sufficient. In fact, why don't we just... We should just cut this. We have a whole outpost. I want all the stone to go to rails instead. It's a lot of rails. You have all your balancers? I don't know. Here's an 8 to 8. Somewhere we have an 8. Here's an 8 to 6. That should be sufficient. All right, guys. Let's kick this thing into manual and head out. This should be real good. We're gonna do great. That direction. This train's heavy. Nothing is gonna go wrong, trust me. Everything's fine. Hang a left. Go past the outpost, hang a right. And all the way down we go. Activate manual and go. What could possibly go wrong? Exactly. Everything's fine. So the guy making train death compilations on YouTube. I mean, usually I don't die when I'm in the train, although it has happened. It has been known to happen. Perfect. Okay, so then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So right here, theoretically. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Pretty sure we're gonna hit this little pond here. Got lucky earlier. Yeah, I saw that clip. That was super lucky on his part. can always Pac-Man yourself. That is true. Definitely done that. or had other trains just Pac-Man me. Or cut the train in half. I'm gonna hit a tree, aren't I? Dang, dude. This one was the best. Is that...
Oh god. Wait. Oh. Alright, keep going. Oh Jesus! Ah!
Holy... Dude, that was so lucky. I never get that lucky. Come on, man. That is so lucky. That was like some of the ones I've experienced, except I usually don't actually make it out alive or unscathed. Like, he didn't even get damaged. If anything, I usually lose part of the train. Oh, I'm actually out of signals. Wow, I didn't really expect that. These stupid trees, man. Gonna drive me insane. I know we're missing signals. We'll have to, I'll have to go get some next time. What? I thought I was holding shift. Yeah, I should nuke the trees before I place rails. Oh well. And there we go. There is all our stations. I think that looks pretty nifty, man. Once we get some belt in there, ooh, man, that's gonna look good. My next stream, I'll make a counter for every time I curse on trees. We're gonna need a big counter. Oh right, I'm on the wrong side of the track again. Did stone get an unloader? No, I'll do that next time or off camera completely. Because I gotta head out here, guys. But we actually got more done than I thought. I honestly didn't think. This is a bit of a problem. This train's gonna be facing the wrong direction. Okay, so what we're gonna do is have this go this way. Oh, there's already a crossover here, dude. Perfect. Fantastic. Yeah, individual stackers is probably easier. Kill's already implemented. Thinnest jungle I've ever seen. How many trees have we killed? We've killed a lot. Like 12K. Are rocks in here too? I don't think so. I know they are. 80 big rocks, 87 sandy rocks. It's actually way less than I thought. 550 biter spawners. That's higher than I thought it'd be. Or that's spitter. Biter is even more than that. No, we've actually, yeah, we've killed like 15K. Oh, those are for ones nuked. Oh yeah, those aren't for ones with Deconstruction, huh? Wow, guys. Well, that's actually a pretty huge accomplishment. Anyway, I think I'm going to end it here. I need to head off. This was a good stream. Had some fun talking to you guys as always. Got a lot done, at least in my mind. Usually I don't get this much accomplished. Yeah, I think that's going to do it. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you check out the mod Spotlight if you haven't. It went out earlier today. Really cool mod. And check out the YouTube channel if you haven't as well. And the Discord, you can join that as well. But that's going to do it. Have a great rest of the day, guys. I will see you Saturday. And actually, one last announcement before you go. If you can, make sure you tune in for Saturday's stream. It's going to be my birthday stream. I'm going to be streaming for my birthday, and it's going to be a special stream. It's going to be, I'm really excited about it. It's going to be something special. So, make sure you guys stop by. It's going to be pretty awesome. Anyway, I'm going to raid. I think I'm going to raid Will.
I'll be back.
Happy birthday. Well, thank you ahead of time. But yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Anyway, thanks for the follow, One Bad Panda. I'm gonna host Will. He's playing Raft, I think, with some people, and that's gonna do it. Have a great day, guys. I will see you on Saturday and on YouTube. And thank you, Doc Vegas. I appreciate that. Sorry you can't make it.